So the first thing that you have to do is to connect yourselves to, I'm just going to disconnect myself, to this address, which is the backend.interreg-med.eu/typo3. So when you connect this address, this is the address of the backend. It is important that to see that this address is only for the webmasters to connect themselves, because the users, the usual users, the partners, when they have their own accounts, they can connect themselves through the website address and click on the icon of the account. So you have all of you who are webmasters have requested us an account. So it's the program that creates the accounts for webmasters, and through this account they can connect themselves to the backend. So I'm going to connect myself to with my account. And this is how it looks like the backend. You have to click here, page, this button here, to open the website tree. So here, for example, we are seeing the entire web platform website tree. So when you are connected as a project, you'll see it differently. I'm just going to connect myself as a project for you to see how it looks like. I'm going to use the Camargue project, which is still offline, so we can. I'm going to ask your forgiveness for the Camargue web partners if they are present in the webinar, and but it's just an example because they're still offline. Anything we do, we'll delete it afterwards. So this is how it looks like the backend of the project. So first of all, on the left, you have the module bar. So for example, if you click on the arrows, you close the. So you have only three main things that is the web, the file, and the administration tools. So if you click and collapse the arrow, you can see the modules, and this is very important for you. For example, to view how you are going to edit your pages. And for example, the page, when you click here on the page, if you have a page, so this is, you see the page, the editing area of the page. So changing page, for example, this page, why and how, you are seeing the back end of the page. If you click right, you can see how it looks like in the front end. So this is the page here that you are seeing on the back. So we are going to explain that later, how to edit the pages. So just for now, I want to show you that you have this column here that is how you view the pages. This list module is the way that you work with dynamic contents. This list here, this file administration, is where you store your files, and here it's where you work on the library of deliverables. So here on the top you have a bar. This bar shows, for example, the account of the webmaster. We invite you, the webmasters, to discover. Just here you can change your password, you can change, you can add a picture of yourselves, for example, and through this area. But as we have to be a little quick, we are going to overcome this one. You have also a search engine here for the pages. For the pages of that are in the website. Oh, sorry, I just left. I'm so sorry, I just connected as myself. So it's very important that you keep the information that you have the page view here to see the pages, the fixed pages, and you have the list view here to work with the dynamic content, which are the news and events and the glossaries and the FAQs. So these are the dynamic contents. So just a few tips. I'm sorry, I have to explain you also this. When there's also this bar here. It's to edit the content of the page. So this is the editing area. So we have, for example, as you can see, we are in the list view mode. So this list view mode, we can't work very well with it. So we have to shift it to page. And it's the page view mode where you can actually work. So here, for example, on the top, when you edit the page, you have here the view page. This view page is how it looks like in front. This is the properties button of the page. We'll explain you how to use it just ahead. And this button here, this is the most important button of this part, which is the clear cache. So whenever you change anything on the content of the page, you should click here before anything else. Because if you don't click here, probably the modifications you have made don't appear in the front. Also, this button here is the favorite button. You can, for example, if you are working on a page, you can click it as a favorite. And it means that you have access to it more directly. So you can actually work on it, come back to it quite easily. For example, you go to the list of favorites that you have here, and you open here the page that you have as favorites. Then you can just delete the favorites. Just a few tips to this first part, which is always save your modifications, always clear the cache, and be careful with your webmaster password security. Password securities are most important. You have to change them regularly, and they should have at least 16 characters of all kinds. So use, for example, a password generator and change them from time to time, for example,